we left Kouebokkeveld, we turned right onto this road, and it's just apple orchards upon apple orchards, hundreds of them.
Some on the covers, probably for the export market, so they don't have blemishes on them. They're almost a perfect apple when they
Exported.
but you just can't imagine really how many apples are here. It just shows how much people eat apples.
And also loads and loads of proteas. Just the plants though at the moment, I think they're winter flowering. I think they get their flowers in winter, so they haven't got flowers on, but loads of protea plants. Very beautiful. Oh, look at all the apples on the trees.
Lots of dams along the road. Yeah, it must be for irrigation, eh?
The rocks on the left hand side are so stark in comparison to the apple orchards on the right hand side. Sure, it's like chalk and cheese.
We've just left Kgalagadi and we've probably done about 10 k's along this road, and the rock formations along here are absolutely beautiful. And then on the opposite side of the road to those rock formations are all these apple orchards, eh? It's just apples, apples, apples. These, I can't see anything on these ones. Maybe these have already been picked or haven't got to the stage where they need picking. That rock formation in front of us.
There is something there at the back.
Those
They
are
baboons.
no, those are dussies running, and you'll see there the highest one there goes the dussie there.
Yeah.
But that rock looks like there's a baboon sitting there, but it's not a baboon. That's a rock formation. There's a dussie going next to it now. Hey, look how beautiful that is. All along this road there's these rock outcrops. Absolutely beautiful.
18 kilometers before we turn off to the right to go to Zooridge, the tar road turns to gravel.
Yeah? At the moment it doesn't look too bad. I haven't deflated my tires just yet. Well, just saying that, and all of a sudden there's corrugations. We'll just see how bad it gets before I decide to deflate my tires out. Okay, to this signpost here where it says Zooridge, 74.4 k's from Ceres, Zonderwater as well, but we carry on along this road still. Right, we're coming up to Aankomst
farm store.
Farm store on the left-hand side of the road. It's now 77 kilometers from Zooridge.
And once you make a booking with Zooridge, you have to come to the farm store first.
We're now 6.6 k's from the Putsdal. There's quite a bit of sand here. We're in the summer months, so the sand is not wet at all, so it's easier to drive when the sand is wet and cool in the morning, but it's 12 o'clock now, so yeah, but so far so good. The rock formation again here is absolutely stunning, eh? And the lady was just telling us, be careful of snakes. They are aggressive here if they're going back to their holes. The other thing, there's 2 leopards here, so you just have to keep an eye out for them and be wary that know that they're around somewhere. It looks high enough for us to get the caravan underneath.
Here's another one. There's 2.
And we'll be coming in this side, and we'll have our kitchen under the rock, so we'll be in the shade for the kitchen. We can sit there out of the hot sun. Now we're just going to have a bite to eat first before we decide to set up. Give us a bit of energy. This is such a magic camping place, eh?
Sure.
Hey?
Really nice, eh?
Yes, today. Really beautiful, eh? We probably could have booked more than 2 nights here.
Yeah.
But when you don't know what a place is really like, you're a little bit scared, and then you get here and you say, oh geez, why did we book more than 2 nights? But I think we might be sorry. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, we could always leave Lambert's Bay.
Yeah. Problem is you can't get hold of, what's the name now? They might have got it booked, eh? We should have.
It's during the week, so I think it should.
Yeah, but we should have asked, eh? We'll maybe have to try and twist Brad and Lauren's arm to come here.
I'm sure when he gets his truck, he will want to do something.
Well, we'll have to see, eh? Do you want to just come take here quickly? Just take it, try not to let it drag on the sand. walk away that backwards there. Go closer to the fire there. I think we're just like that.
Yeah.
We won't open it up anymore because
Well, we don't need to.
it's harder than to fold in here. Eh?
What is that tied onto? There's not one on the other side of the trailer, is
No.
there? No. Pity.
Yep.
Because then it would have reached if it was, and it would have been in the sun.
Okay, you want to do that?
Well, we can try. I'll take the towels off.
Just now. I've just sat down for 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
Okay, and we've got to do the solar panels.
Yeah, that's it. Solar panels is must now, eh? Before the wash line. See, we've already forgotten about that.
I hadn't forgotten.
Hadn't you? It was more important than the washing.
No, the washing's got to get done.
It was solar panels. If you haven't got power, you've got no.
Washing machine.
Yeah, we've got a washing machine. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there are a couple of clouds around, so if we get a time lapse with
Sunshine.
cloud sunsets would be great, eh?
There's not enough clouds.
You don't know, eh? You'll only see it when it's time for sunset. Right, I'm just going to show you where the toilet and the cold water shower is here. This is another place here you could set up another tent or caravan inside here. So you could at least have 6 people here, I think. I'm not sure how many you're allowed, but yeah. And I think if you go to the toilet and the shower, always check in the toilet here before you sit yourself down. Make sure there's no snakes underneath or around the back of the toilet. It will give you a surprise when you're sitting down, especially the ladies. A very nice toilet, nice and clean. And then you go around, just around the corner of the back of the toilet here. That's to the cold water shower again. Check to see that there's nothing in the toilet or lying in here somewhere. So the best is if you're going to shower, maybe just do it during the day. And if you've got kids, maybe just check before your kids come in here to see that all is well. And there's a stump in here that you can sit on. Maybe check that as well. No snakes in the area. Not trying to scare you, but you don't want to be surprised. And I got my solar panels up, but the battery is already at 100%, so all's good. Yeah, not quite sure where the sun's going to go down, but at the moment it's sort of almost above where the tap is, going down maybe to the left of the tap slightly. So not quite sure where the sun will set. We'll have to just keep an eye on that because we want to do a time-lapse video. And the campsite to get in and out here is very, very easy. You can drive in. I drove in from the first little road to the left as you come along, and through there underneath, and you can drive out on the other side where you can see the front of the Hilux here. You can go out that side and then come back onto the road. Very easy access. Absolutely magic. Hello down there, Mrs. Douglas.
There's Arthur acting like a baboon on top of the rocks there.
That's so beautiful up here. My God.
This cave is magnificent.
Really
It's so
beautiful.
cool underneath there. And it's so quiet. We've seen one little bird. That's it.
Now there's a couple here. Wash line set up. I think by the time we come to shower, it will already be dry, hopefully. What do you say?
What do you want me to say?
Well, I don't know, that you may be having a good time at Zooridge.
It's very nice here. It's lovely and cool under the cave. We should really go and have a look for the Bushman paintings.
You think now?
Well,
Maybe tomorrow morning, eh?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking now, rating this campsite, I would probably rate it our second to best campsite
That we've ever stayed at.
that we maybe ever stayed at. The best maybe still in my book is the Tima Dam in Wangi National Park, Zimbabwe, where you're right on the dam, and if you exclusively book it, you get it all to yourself. You have elephants. We had elephants there, maybe 100 at a time, coming down to drink.
But for peace and quiet.
Leopard, it's quiet. I mean, this year is
this is going to be
so quiet tonight.
Yeah.
So really magic, eh? And the road coming in
was fine.
We, like I say, I dropped my tire pressure and drove it very, very slowly, because it's some rocks in some places. You don't want to get a puncture, so you do have to be careful.
But nothing hectic.
Nothing hectic as far as we're concerned. But we have done Botswana and places like that where there's a lot of sand.
And Zambia.
Yeah, Zambia, so yeah. But you have to be prepared. This is the top of the arch. That we're under. And this is the other one. Absolutely beautiful. I suppose it's a little bit of a pity about the fires maybe from underneath spoils it a little bit, but yeah, it's still great, eh? Not a major problem. There's no rock art here that's been destroyed, so it's...
Did you see the flowers here?
Yeah. The guy that cleans it, I think, maybe put them here, I don't know. Or the people before. And you can see here there's plenty of room for a rooftop tent on your 4x4. Or if you've got an off-road caravan, plenty room to get underneath. Ample room, eh? I could put another rooftop tent on top of that and there'd be space. So please subscribe to our channel. Give us a great like for this campsite, because it's fantastic. If you're a camper, you would appreciate this immensely. Don't you think, Mrs.?
Yeah. definitely.
And I actually think if you're coming here, maybe 3 nights as 3 or 4 nights. You can spend time here relaxing, don't go out and explore and just relax. Colors of the rocks now change quite a bit with the sun shining on them. That's Lover's Lane. I don't know where it got the name Lover's Lane. Rose busy making scrambled egg because our fridge is not working now, so we need to try and use up our eggs. Don't know what we're going to do with the rest of the stuff, but we could eat the eggs anyway. Well, I plugged the car into the caravan, our extension,
And?
our temperature now has dropped.
No, sure. But
So while there's,
is that good? What
well,
does that
at
mean?
least there's now you've got a,
Do you want to wash those under the tap before we put them in the rubbish
yeah.
bin? So that's good then. That means
Well, it may be something to do with that, you know. Not really good because now, does that mean my batteries?
how old is that battery?
Well, we've had it before we got the caravan, eh? Are they all alright?
Yep.
No mongoose or anything like that, eh?
Yeah. Not enough cockles probably.
Porcupines, there should be porcupines in there. That's the bacon and egg and toast. We got a little visitor at the cap coming to get some water. Little field mouse. I think it's a shrew. This art is at number 3. It's with the elephant art as well. It's close to Lovers Lane campsite. If we just walked along the road on the right hand side. Right, this is the section where the elephant rock art is. On the left hand side there's that shelf that sticks out. It's under that there. I'll zoom in. Maybe we'll be able to see it. Yeah, you can see it underneath there. There you are. That's the elephant one. This is where the Visser family lived in the 1800s. This is their little place where I guess they just slept at night. It's very small. And then they've got places where they had their goats or their cattle. You can see where these little walls were built. This could have been where they either kept their sheep, goats or cattle inside here. There's another one as well. This is another area here. You can see at the top there, looks like there might have been some roof over the top of this little bit of a cave.
There's wire or
not
through
quite.
the concrete as well.
There's no concrete.
Or
It's
cement
just,
or mud or
it's just
whatever.
mud and clay.
Yeah, but there's wire through it.
Just a different angle. Afternoon sun shining on this one. Rose hard at work, downloading our first couple of days before it gets ahead of us. Gonna go back through that hole over here. It leads into this area.
Can you get down to the flat grass down there?
No, you can't. It's almost like a little, quite a well protected area. Right, we're back at the putt style. I've just put air in my tires again, just a Hilux caravan, and my cable doesn't reach there. I normally just pump it at home. I haven't had to pump them before when we're out there. Or if I have, I've pumped them before I hitch up. That's the Aankom's putt style. Sell coffee, they've got biscuits, jams, all sorts. So if you're going past here, just stop in, pop in and have a look. These are the sugar bush proteas. They're all along the road. These have just started to open up now. A lot of them are just still closed, but there are lots and lots of proteas around.